I will be taking you through the following items: general profile of South Sudan, economic profile of our country, construction in South Sudan, opportunities for Shenzhen companies in South Sudan and construction sector, basis for cooperation with the China. Those are the items I'm going through. To begin with, general profile. South Sudan, the world's youngest nation, gained independence in 2011. It operated as a presidential republic under the leadership of His Excellency General Salva Kiir Mayardit, our current president. Our people endured two prolonged civil wars with the Sudan. First, from 1955 to 1972, and then again from 1983 to 2005, resulting into the loss of lives and the displacement of many more. The Comprehensive Peace Agreement of 2005 finally paved the way for our independence. The country political system include multiple clusters: economic cluster, governance, service, infrastructure, gender and youth, and ministries with economic cluster coordinating key development, investment, and industrial activities. Overview. Geographical locations located in Northern Africa, as you heard from Uncle Kalaman before, bordered by Sudan, Uganda, Kenya, Ethiopia, DRC, that is Democratic Republic of Congo, and the Central African Republic. Environmental overview. Climate zone of our country. South Sudan is predominantly tropical with three major climate zones: equatorial, that is high rainfall in South Sudan; tropical savanna, that is central region; and semi-arid, that is northern region. Natural resources that we have in South Sudan. It is rich, of course, it is rich in water resources, fertile soil, honey, and extensive wetlands, particularly along the Nile and its tributaries. South Sudan profile continue. Environmental, economic profile. Special economic profile zones and industrial development initiatives. Industrial park and special economic zones. Plan underway to establish industrial and economic zone in the key urban areas such as Juba, Wau, Malakal, Awil, and Bantu to attract investment and stimulate industrial growth. Government policies for investment, legal framework to encourage public-private partnership and foreign direct investment, that is FDI. Investment laws, that was 2013. The law outlines the right and obligation of foreign investors and delimits the sectors open for foreign investment, such as oil and gas, agriculture and infrastructure. National Export and Investment Strategy, launched in 2022. This strategy aims to foster a private sector-led growth and boost a local production and stabilize inflation for economic resilience. One-stop shop investment center is established by Ministry of Investment. This center provides assistance with registration, licensing, ensuring compliance with the local regulations. Key industrial with growth potential: agriculture processing, agro-industrial development, sugar, cereals, and livestock value chain, renewable energy, solar, and hydraulic electric projects to address energy deficits. Manufacturing, that is light industry, construction material, and consumer good. Infrastructure development, roads, bridges, airports, and urban planning initiative. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. South Sudan is at the early stage of infrastructure development with a growing and demand for a modern construction engineering services. Major urban centers such as Juba, Wau, Malakal, Awil, and Bor are experiencing a rapid population growth, while new town and trading hubs are emerging along regional corridors. The government has prioritized infrastructure in its national development agenda with focus on roads, bridges, energy, housing, and public building. South Sudan, while rich in natural resources and human potential, faces a significant economic and development challenges that impede industrialization, investment, and innovations. These provide a context for why learning from Chinese special economic experience is particularly relevant. Fragmented policies, that is under policy and regulation framework for industrial development. South Sudan industrial policies are still evolving with overlapping mandates across ministries and commission. This creates a confusion for investors and businesses. Regulatory bottlenecks, licensing, permits, and approval often face a delay due to limited coordination between the government and agencies. Investment confidence, there is lack of transparency and predictable regulation reduce investors and confidence, particularly for foreign firms. Weak private sector participation. Of course, local construction companies remain small scale and undercapitalized. Well, infrastructure development, that is urban planning and governance industrial zone. Limited roads network, less than 200 kilometers of paved way. Roads exist nationwide in Juba, which is South Sudan, under trade and access to market. Limited industrial infrastructure, industrial park and zones are minimal, and existing urban areas often lack a proper roads, electricity, water, and waste management. Informal settlement and planning gaps. Many towns and pre-urban areas lack a formal planning, which affect efficiency industrial development. Urban housing deficit. Juba alone faces a large shortage of affordable and modern housing. High cost of material. Of course, most construction material are imported through neighboring countries. Example, Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia, to mention but a few. Raising a project's cost. Community engagement. There is a limit experience in integrating a local and communities into industrial development plan, sometimes leading to social friction. Talent development and capacity building in industrial and technical sectors. A skill shortage. South Sudan faces a shortage of technical skill, particularly in manufacturing, ICT, engineering, and management. There are few trained engineers, architects, and technicians, leading to resilience or reliance on a foreign expertise like Papa Pillow. Brain drainage. Skilled professionals often migrate due to limited local opportunities and poor working conditions. Access to finance, technology, and innovation support for businesses. Financial barriers. Limited access to credit and venture capital hinders small and medium enterprises grows. Technological gaps. Many businesses lack modern technology for production and logistics and digital services. Use of outdated method, lack of advanced machineries, reduce efficiency and quality. Innovation support. Sony, few mechanisms exist to encourage research, development, and commercialization of the new technologies. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. The status of construction in South Sudan, you have to know. This is a great chance, and we should not miss it. The construction sector in South Sudan remains nascent, but faster growing, driven by post-conflict recovery and the urgent need for infrastructure development. Major ongoing works include roads, bridges, government buildings, school, health facilities, and housing projects, most of which are financed by international donors, government programs, or private investors. Urban centers like Juba, Malakal have seen a significant growth in the commercial and residential construction, though largely informal and under-regulated. There is a growing demand for cement, steel, construction machinery, and skilled labor, making the sector an attractive entry point for foreign companies. Opportunities for Shenzhen companies in South Sudan construction sector. Sony, you should not miss this. And other colleagues of mine from various countries in Africa and Asian countries. Despite the challenges, South Sudan presents a unique investment opportunities where Shenzhen companies can thrive. It goes technology and expertise transfer. Shenzhen advanced building technologies, propagated housing, green construction, smart city models can fill South Sudan urgent housing and infrastructure gap. Affordable housing projects, raising urbanization and demand for low-cost housing, create a viable market for a scalable solution. Industrial park, a special economic zone development, it is there in South Sudan. South Sudan seeks to replicate a success of Shenzhen Special Economic Zone model to attract industries in Chinese companies can take the lead. Material production, investment in local cement, steel, and bricks factories could significantly reduce construction costs and dependency on imports. Public-private partnership, that is PP, triple P. The government is open to PP in roads, energy, and industrial zone. Idle entry point for Shenzhen farms. Training and capacity building, Sony. Setting up a construction training institute in partnership with the local universities and vocational centers will not only build a goodwill, but also secure a skilled labor force for future project, Sony. South Sudan partnership with China is anchored in a mutual respect, strategic cooperation, and shared development goals. The relationship drawn strength from frameworks such as Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, that is FOCAC, the Belt and Road Initiative, that is BRI, and the Global Development Initiative, that is GDI, priorities areas for cooperation with China. South Sudan seeks to leverage a China expertise in industrial development, establishment of a special economic zone, industrial park, and manufacturing facilities. Infrastructure development, construction of roads and bridges, airports, energy facilities, and urban facilities, utilities to enhance connectivity and economic productivity. Energy and renewable solution, development of sustainable power generations, including solar, hydraulic, and other renewable energy source, technology, and digital infrastructure, strengthening ICT network and e-economics platform and innovation hub. Public-private. Okay, the rest you will see them. Let me go straight to basis for cooperation with China existing cooperation with Chinese companies. Chinese companies have already made a landmark Sony to South Sudan nation building. Shandong High Speed Group, they have done a tremendous job construction the new central bank. Can you show a central bank? Briefly, just only 1 minute. Yes, yes, my colleague from Africa and Asia countries. This is a work of Chinese. They have built the central bank, the leading central bank in South Sudan. You can see the structure. Okay? And that is a road, 700 kilometers road, highway, super highway from Juba through Rumbek up to Will. That is the work of Chinese Tony. We cannot miss it. Please bear with me. China Harbor Engineering Company completed the China 8A traffic management system, enabling South Sudan to reclaim control over its sovereign airspace. Historic milestone in national sovereignty. And that is the work of China, Sony. China Taiwan Construction Group constructed the Kalaman Borough Bridge, with Chinese aid improving connectivity and trade. This is for cooperation. Continue. China State Construction and Engineering Company leading the past 2 modernization of Juba Teaching Hospital. Push it up, Sonny. Yes, that is the construction of Juba Teaching Hospital by Chinese. Okay, building 6 specialized medical unit to strengthen healthcare delivery. That is the work of Chinese, Sonny. We should not miss this. You have done something for us. Have you seen? Right. These projects are part of a broader cooperation strategy with China that has seen around 100 registered Chinese enterprises in South Sudan working across the petroleum, housing, airport construction, and communication and retail. Good. Development assistance and humanitarian support. Beyond infrastructure, China has provided scholarship. You have also provided scholarship for us, professional training opportunities, like we are here. Kalaman is here, Wasuk, and KG. We are here. That is training opportunities for South Sudanese students and officials. Investment $millions in humanitarian operation, supporting peace building and development initiative through China aid. We cannot miss this. Partnered in health and social projects, including the Kir Mayadit Hospital, the South Sudan Juba Teaching Hospital expansion, and other welfare programs. Let me come to conclusion. Thank you for your attention and for considering South Sudan path to development. We look forward to working to this journey with you and welcome ideas, investment, and cooperation as we shape a shared future. May God Almighty keep all of you in a very good health. Thank you very much. Be blessed.
In the time limited, I would like to the South Africa. Thank you.